Winter's been pretty bad here in the Northeast. It has not been like previous years where we would get every now and then maybe an occasional 50-degree day. So this way we could go out, take the bikes out, go out for a ride, do a ride video. But the weather's just been pretty crappy here in the Northeast. That's why, sorry guys, I haven't been posting much, but weather is really turning around now. And I have something new to show you guys. I've been working on this for several weeks and it actually came to be. It actually happened. This bike underneath the cover, I believe I am going to be the first one. The first one, I believe definitely in the United States, might be in North America, I'm not sure. I did see pictures and videos of this bike in the previous years, last year and the previous year, a lot of social media content on this bike, but they were not shipping this bike to the States. So before I show you guys what it is, let's get on the S1K. Let me explain to you what I just did. So this way you guys kind of get an idea what my thought processes were and why I got this new bike. All right guys, guess what? This beauty, this gorgeous S1K, it's gonna be the last time that it's gonna be on the channel. Yes, the last time. I'll tell you guys what's going on in a second. Let me give you guys a startup. Oh my goodness gracious, listen to that thing. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get on with it. It's gonna go slow, let the bike warm up. Got about a 55-degree day today, but yeah. So what's going on? You guys are probably thinking, John, what the hell are you doing? I thought you loved this bike. I do love the bike. It's absolutely a beast. It's beautiful. I did all the nice upgrades on it, but I actually have an opportunity to get something that's really unique. So I don't want to tell you what it is yet. You're just gonna have to wait. But when this opportunity came to be, I couldn't pass it up. I know in the past several weeks and months, and I'm sorry I haven't brought a video to you guys in a while, but the weather here in the Northeast has just been absolutely shit over the winter. Sometimes, you know, the past couple of years we gotten a decent winter, but really not this one. This winter has been kind of raining, snowing every couple days, so there was really no chance to actually get out on the bike too much. So that's why I really haven't been posting much. But hey, riding season is pretty much going to be here. We're looking at like temps in the 50s and 60s, so we're gonna start picking it up with a lot of videos. But I had the opportunity. This opportunity came to me and I couldn't pass it up. So why am I getting rid of this, right? So I've been telling you guys previously that I wanted something kind of a sports tour. I love this bike, don't get me wrong, but if you guys know me or follow me on my other channel, I do a lot of long distance riding. On my Harley channel, I primarily just do kind of long distance rides and some short rides obviously, but I want to do some long trips with the guys and stuff. And a lot of my buddies have some sports tours. They got the Ducati Multistrada, Pikes Peak, Pan America, and other bikes. So this bike, even though it's fantastic, but it's just not built for long distances, you know what I mean? I would have kept it if I was getting a different sports tour, but when this opportunity came up, I just said, you know what, I don't need this bike if I'm getting the one I'm getting. So this bike that I'm getting, I think I will be the first one in
United States to actually have it and to actually be posting videos about it. Oh man, that never gets old. So it's going to be really, really exciting to show you guys the bike and to be able to put content on that bike on the channel. And I'm going to have the best of both worlds. I'm going to have power, speed, handling, long distance touring capability. I'm going to have basically everything that I want with this bike that I'm about to show you guys. I'm sure you guys will be happy and excited to see what's coming on the channel. So I'm actually headed to the dealer now, and we're going to drop this one off and pick the other one up, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. All right, guys, this is what I got, man. The first white M1000 XR. So I know there's a lot, obviously, of there's a lot of black ones, the competition models. I gotta tighten that up. But this is the first white one. So this is obviously the 205 horsepower bike. It's not the 165 or 170 horsepower as the other ones. This is a beast, but obviously I have the ECU locked until about 800 miles. So I'm just gonna break it in, you know. I got 7 miles on the clock now. I got to get used to this bike, but oh my God, I love it. I absolutely love it. I got the same horsepower as the S1K M1000 XR. I'm in a super comfortable seating position. I can see the visibility is great out of the bar and mirrors. I'm just so excited for it. I got the nav ready already. I have I believe it's called a Chiggy CarPlay unit that I'm going to put on. I'll do a video about that. But I am so excited for this bike, guys. I really love the XR, obviously, but obviously you guys know the regular XR only has about 165 horse, and this one with the M version, it has the 205 horsepower on this motor, same motor as the S1K. You got great, fantastic handling, awesome speed. I got the M forged wheels, so it comes with the 200 rear tire. And like that's the thing, like I don't want carbon wheels, you know. You got to get them inspected every couple thousand miles or so, and if you do, you know, hit a big gigantic pothole or something, you know, there's a high potential, you know, to get a crack in them. So I'm happy with the forged wheels, and like I said, you know, it comes with the 200 tire. I am getting the header. It is actually arriving already today. So I do get the first service on this bike with the ECU unlock for free. It came with the bike. I think they're doing that for all of the 2025 models. Oh yeah, this thing boogies, guys. Oh man. But the comfort level, holy shit. I'm sitting upright on a 205 horsepower monster, man. so smooth. Oh wow. It's just super, super quiet. I can't even hear the exhaust. We definitely got to get the exhaust put on. Yeah, this bike is just still brandy new, you know. I smell the even smell the exhaust and everything on here. So yeah, I gotta scrub the tires in, bed the brakes in, just take it easy for first couple miles. But so far so good. I mean, that's why I said, you know, this bike just has best of both worlds. 205 horsepower, great handling, great suspension. It's got the nav already ready, upright seating position. I mean, I got the plug there if I want to charge something. I think this bike just has it all. And I really did want to get it for the past several years, but they weren't shipping the white ones to America. Yeah, I really don't know why. Europe was getting them, obviously, but this is the first one, obviously, I've seen here in America. I've seen some videos, pictures on social media of some people, obviously, having the white one in Europe, but that's about it. I've never seen one here. And to be able to have basically the first white M1000 XR and to be able to start posting some content with it, I'm just really, really excited about it. I see I have to adjust the bars a little bit, just do some little tweaks, tighten up the mirrors, adjust the mirrors, tighten them up, and I think I'm gonna have to roll these handlebars a little bit forward. What is happening here? Yeah, the quick shifter was a little bit stiff, but now, believe it or not, now it's getting smoother because everything is new and tight. Now it's getting really smooth. Oh my God! But guys, this bike is just ridiculous. I got the cruise control. I mean, look at this. Check this out. That's down, and now you can put it up. Hill assist hold, heated grips. Let me put on some heated grips. I mean, that's why this bike is just badass. You got everything. The power, the handling, the comfort. Hill assist hold, cruise control, heated grips. Phenomenal. And I think the XR just looks so badass. Man, you can really hear the intake roar. But once we put the exhaust on, I honestly, next week, today is Saturday, end of next week, or not even, probably the middle of the week, I'm gonna have 600 miles on this thing. So I think I'm just gonna schedule something for next week to have the first service. Oh, this thing is so good, guys. Oh my God. Oh, so good. So what am I gonna do to it, right? So I actually took a couple of the covers off, the blue nice anodized covers off of the S1K, and put them on here already. I'm gonna get the Akrapovic header installed. That's coming today. Maybe I might do a little bit bigger windshield just to get a little more wind up and over my helmet. But obviously this has much better wind protection than the S1K. S1K has almost none, unless you're like, you know, tucked in. But as you guys can see, it has a lot of wind protection for your legs. Like, my legs aren't even cold. The wind just seems to be going around. And the wind right now with the stock windshield, with it in the upright position, it's kind of hitting me in the top of the helmet, which isn't bad. I have my visor open right now, and it's not bothering me doing 35 miles an hour. But we might get a dark one, you know, like a dark tinted, dark smoked one, a little bit bigger maybe. I'll have to see what they have out there. And honestly, that's probably going to be it for this. I might get a couple of the blue bling bolts, but other than that, not too much. Just gonna enjoy this bike. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff. Pretty much everything that I've been doing on the S1K, but more. We're gonna be doing some long distance trips with the guys on all the sports tours, you know what I mean? So that's gonna be fun. Couple day trips. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I don't have too much time to spend today with it because we have a family gathering that I have to attend to here shortly. So, but we will be bringing a lot of videos, man. I'm so excited. I got to roll the bars just a tad bit forward, not too much. Yeah, I got to get the quad lock put on here. I might not even have to put the quad lock phone holder on here because since I have the Chiggy Apple CarPlay unit, you know, once I install it and once I use it and see, I might not need it. Got a little storage compartment there, which is friggin' pretty cool. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there, but I wish it was a little bigger. Oh, this thing is badass. This also has the M levers on here. They're breakaway, see that? Fully adjustable levers. Really like them. We're gonna give it a little beans before we go home. Ah, this bike is just such a joy to ride. And I'm telling you guys, man, to have 205 horsepower and to be able to be comfortable on a bike with amazing handling and that kind of power, I think literally it's both of best worlds. There's nothing like it. If I want to do a track day, I can. If I want to rip around with the boys, I can. If I want to do some long distance trips, I can. Like, it does everything. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, but it's blocking me, man. You know how that feels. It's blocking me. This 8,000 RPM limiter. What are you gonna do, right? Wow, great wind protection at 70 miles an hour, man. Wow. You know, a lot of people friggin' complain about this seat, including my buddy Steve, but honestly, the seat it's very comfortable. There's no problems with it. Maybe the older models were a little worse. They're saying it's like almost like a cup, but not this one. It's fine. I mean, even at 83, wind protection is really good. It's not bad at all. Oh man, I can't wait to get out with the boys on this thing. Oh, this thing friggin' flies, boy. I still gotta scrub these tires in though. I only got 16 miles on them. So this is actually what happened. So the past couple years I've wanted an XR, the M, right? But the white one, but they weren't shipping them to America, right? So now I just asked again Ben over at Cross Country BMW here in New Jersey. We were just talking. I said, yeah, I wish they shipped the white one here. I would get it. You know, that's really what I wanted. Even before I got the S1K, right? That was my second S1K. So he said, wait, I think we're getting one. And I said, what are you talking about? I thought they don't ship them. And then he went to the computer and he said, yeah, we're getting one. It's being built now. It's coming in like whatever 3 weeks. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. He's like, we're definitely getting it. So I put a deposit down and I couldn't believe it. I was super excited. But these are built in Germany. So then he told me it was here, and I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, I'm sitting on a M1000 XR in the white.
All right, guys, so you've seen what I got, right? Let me unveil it. I can't wait. I'll do a little more thorough walk around because I was literally in a rush the other day when I picked it up. But here we go, guys. (2025) M, not S, M1000 XR. So just like I said in the recording when I was actually bringing my S1K to trade it in for this, I wanted this bike. I don't know if I talked about it in previous videos, but I wanted this bike for several years. But I didn't want to go with the standard S1000 XR. I really wanted the M. I did not want the black. Everybody seems to obviously have the black, and I didn't want the carbon wheels. I believe they were only shipping the competition models with the carbon wheels. As I was told, I didn't want the carbon wheels only because you have to get them x-rayed after a couple thousand miles. You really have to be careful. They are super strong. I'm not saying anything bad about the carbon wheels, but it's just another thing to worry about. Whereas these M forged wheels, they are still super light and they're just, you don't have to worry about them. Also, I love this colorway. I love the red, white, and blue colorway, just like on the S1K. So am I sad getting rid of the S1K? No. I am not. Is it a great bike? Absolutely. It's probably, I'm going to go on the line and say that I believe, in my opinion, I believe the S1K is probably the best sports bike that you could get. Because for the value, for the price, for what you get on that bike, the power, the handling, all the bells and whistles, that you also get with this. I don't think any other sport bike, any other manufacturer could touch it, in my honest opinion. But like I said, riding the S1K back, I really wanted this bike, and also I want to kind of do sport bike content, but also be able, right? I've been telling you guys this, but also be able to actually take the bike for some long distance touring, long distance trips, because I love to do that, as well as having the speed, which this has. This does have the same motor as the S1K, 205 horsepower. And as we do some upgrades, it's gonna be 200 horsepower at the rear wheel, removing this exhaust and adding the Akrapovic header. It's gonna probably bring this bike to about 485 pounds, which is crazy light with that much horsepower on a kind of a sports tour. I call this is a sports bike. I mean, you could track this bike, but it just has that upright, more comfortable position. It definitely has a lot more leg wind protection, tremendous amount of wind protection actually for your legs, and it has somewhat more wind protection for your chest and your helmet. I'll talk about what we're gonna do to this bike a little later. I'll just go over a couple things that I want to do to it pretty quickly. I did tell you guys, I did have a deposit down on the Yamaha MT-10. And then I was literally thinking about the GS 1300. What else was I thinking about? I was thinking about the Multistrada, possibly the Pikes Peak. And there was a couple other bikes that I was thinking about. But like I said, this was not available because I did want this colorway, but they just were not shipping it to the States. And this is also significantly cheaper than the black M1000 XR competition because it doesn't have the carbon fiber wheels and a lot of the carbon bits on it. but this does have the same motor, the 205 horsepower, same motor as my S1K did. So it's got a ton of power, a lot of creature comforts, more suspension travel. It's super, super comfortable. I can't wait to bring you guys a lot of videos on this thing. I think I have like 13 miles on it, just riding it from the dealer home, and I'm just so impressed, and it was only 13 miles. I'm super, super happy with the decision. No regrets, absolutely not. But I had the opportunity, and I had the opportunity to get pretty much the first one. I know there's a couple others around the country at dealerships that they're still not sold. They are coming in. They're not going to get a lot of them. But as far as a content creating aspect, I think I'm going to be the first one in United States. So it's going to be pretty cool. But we'll go over the bike. I'll put it here in the middle. I'll take you guys around the bike. But this thing is an absolute piece of machinery. Really beautiful bike, and then I'll take you guys inside, show you guys what we're gonna do. All right, guys, so yeah, I mean, this thing is just beautiful. It's got the M badging on the tank, the red, white, and blue colorway XR, just like my S1K. So it does come with the bar and mirrors. This particular one also comes with the M levers, breakaway, fully adjustable, really, really nice set of levers. I love that. Got great visibility out of the bar and mirrors. And then pretty much, I mean, it's basically the same thing as the S1K. It's got the electronic suspension switch, cycle through. You got your cruise control, your menu, turn signal, horn, DTC up or down, start stop mode, got your heated grips, says right there M, you got the MXR badging on it. This thing also came with the docking hardware for the GPS, which is great. I'm going to show you guys something really cool, so stick around what we're going to do with this. This is also keyless. You got a little compartment right here. I'm going to be keeping my Easy Pass in there, and this is keyless. I'll show you the key in a second, but if you have the key close to it, it's keyless. You just hit the button, screen comes on. I'll show you guys in a second. Then when you shut it off, the gas compartment lifts up when you shut the bike off. So that's, I'm gonna leave this. I'm actually not gonna be changing it out because it is electronic. So I just don't wanna be messing with that. Nice M badging on the seat, beautiful seat. Stitching, very, very comfortable. I did take a couple pieces off of the other bike, like the blue inspection covers, but a lot of the other, obviously, components from the S1K are just not gonna fit, and then a bunch of other things. Obviously, I just didn't wanna go through the process and taking it off and stuff. Plus, dealer gave me a really a decent price on the bike with the components that were on there. So, but when this thing came out, knowing that I would be the first one in the United States to have it in this colorway, the MXR, I just couldn't pass it up. And like I said, I've been, I don't know why they weren't shipping this colorway to the States. I have no idea, but this year I talked to Ben at my local dealership here, and he was like, "No, Johnny," he goes, "we're getting one." And I'm like, "No way, they weren't shipping these this colorway here for the past couple of years." He goes, "No, I guess they just started." So I was super excited about that. Really cool looking front. It's got nice windshield right there, which is also adjustable. You could put it down or up. I'll talk to you guys about what my plans are in a second. M chain, M brakes, quick shifter, obviously, heated grips, cruise control, hill assist hold. I mean, it's got everything on this bike. It's got everything that I want. 205 horsepower S1K motor, M-forged wheels, same wheels that I had on the S1K. I really like them, with the big 200 tire on the back. Got the Akrapovic muffler on here. We'll go over that in a second. Then you got your adjustable preload. This bike does have electronic suspension. I mean, it's got everything, but this is what it is, guys. This thing has the same amount of horsepower. It's obviously just, it's a couple pounds heavier than the S1K, but it's got the same amount of horsepower. But me, I don't mind giving up a little bit of speed. It still, like I said, has the same horsepower. Giving up a little bit of speed because it's a little tiny bit heavier, not much, but to get that comfort, you know what I mean? And this thing, you still have the speed, the handling, the braking, but now you have the comfort, the wind protection, because you see how this fairing goes out and your legs are kind of tucked in. You don't feel anything on your legs, and you got now this big fairing in the front with the windshield. So you just have some more wind protection. And like I said before, the biggest thing is the comfort, is the seating position, how you're upright. Let me get on the bike. I'll show you guys how I look on it and explain to you what I mean. So like when you get on this bike, and it is tall. So I'm 6'2" tall, and I could flat foot, I'm touching the ground. But if you're not, I would say 6 foot or under, you're gonna be tiptoeing on this thing, which is no problem, but I'm just, you know, telling you now, you're gonna be tiptoeing it. But you see the upright seating position. You see how my legs are tucked in. The fairings are actually like kind of past my leg to bring that wind past you. And obviously you have the windshield, but look at this upright seating position. So even though you're cruising around, you're not in that slouched over position. You have your body, have your legs up underneath you to give you that comfort, especially us little older guys, you know, with some back issues and stuff like that. This is definitely the way to go. And that's why I think I got this and I wanted to get this so bad, is because, like I said, I had other bikes in mind, but I think this bike, it just blends. It blended literally the S1K and a sports tour, everything I wanted of one, or something that'll do long trips on. It blended it together, and this is what came out, right? Because I could still track this. I mean, this is a track weapon. So it's kind of like both of the best worlds. Braking's insane on this. It has the electronic suspension, like I said. It has ride modes, obviously. Dynamic Pro, I think there's 2 of them. Basically the same setup. I'll show you guys. I'll walk you through it in a second. But as you guys can see, you can still tuck down and really get that great wind protection once you're tucked down. It's just really wide up here in the front. Great feeling. Bars are really wide. And from the 13 miles that I rode it back home, this thing is so nimble. It is just so nimble. It's just a totally different feeling. So I'm really enjoying that. All right, so let me show you guys the key that comes with this M model here. So you got M key, keyless. You still have the key that's kind of locked away. And then it's basically a key fob. You got to have it on you within 3 feet. You click this middle button twice, the alarm goes on, and then you shut it off. And then I think this one, I forgot, but there's a kind of a sequence on here where you could put it into a mode if you're going to be transporting the bike so you don't kill the battery. But that's the key fob. So now let me take you guys to the bike and kind of show you guys around. If you have the key fob up close, you just press that button once, and now the screen comes on. It's basically your same screen that's on. The M badging comes on, which is pretty wicked. Yeah, so you have temperature. You have, I don't think that the S1K had the temperature down here, if I'm not mistaken. You have your heated grip setting down there. Let me just shut that off. You have your time. You have your time on the bottom. Gear position indicator. Right now the bike is still locked at 8,000 RPM until I go for the first service. I'm going to be actually going to the first service at 600 miles because it's actually included with 2025 models. So I got 17 miles on the bike right now. And then you also have a USB port over here. I put this unit in here because I have 2 USB ports on it. So that'll help me if I want to charge anything. So now when you shut the bike off, for 30 seconds, I believe, the gas cap is going to be open and you could fill it up. This is I believe it's a 5 0.3 gallon tank, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a gallon bigger, something like that. So you're definitely going to get a little more mileage also out of this bike, which I appreciate. So like I said, M chain, just a gorgeous bike, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm in love with the bike. I can't wait to rip around 2025 riding season on this bike, and we're gonna start pumping out a shitload of videos for you guys. So here's the idea. I'm probably gonna get something a little tad bigger than this windshield, maybe black, smoked out black, a little bit bigger to get a little bit better wind protection. I'm definitely going to get the radiator and the cooler guards down there in black. I already put my lithium battery tender lead on there, and I also installed my heated gear harness lead right there for my heated jacket, because I like to ride, you know, in all temperatures. But this is the problem with this winter, guys. There was like literally snow, raining, or if it wasn't snowing or raining, there was a lot of salt, debris, and brine on the road. So that's why I really couldn't make ride videos this winter. So it sucked, and I do apologize. And kind of the bike was already, the S1K was already tricked out with all the parts. Couldn't really make more videos on that, as well as I was away on a couple trips doing Harley content on my other channel. We did a nice, me and my son did a nice 1,500-mile ride out west in Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Texas. So that was a really cool experience. So what else are we gonna do? We're gonna be looking for a tail tidy, try to get something nicer. I seen TST Industries don't make anything for this bike, so I'm not sure where we're gonna go with. I'm gonna have to check that out. We're gonna get the radiator and oil cooler guards, and we're definitely going to change out the header. Get rid of that bread box, get some nice sound flowing through this pipe. I think I am going to keep this Akrapovic muffler though on it. I haven't seen really anything else that I like, because the rear sets, like that short Akracan, I don't think it'll fit on here, because these rear set, the S1K rear sets, the whole bike's different, the chassis is different. This header is not the same as the S1K, everything's different. So like on the S1K, there was a bracket that came off of the rear sets that held the shorty Akracan. But I just think this pipe, this muffler looks good on this bike. So I'm gonna keep it. It's a nice pipe, it sounds good. I know it sounds good because I had it for a while on the S1K. We're definitely gonna change out the header, and lo and behold, we already got it. So the header is right here from Akrapovic. I just got the stainless steel ones. I'm not crazy about spending another $600-700 on a titanium header, you know, just because it blues. I like the bluing, but the problem is you really can't, honestly, you really can't see it, you know, because it's all shrouded up. You might be able to see it a little bit, but honestly, it's for me, it's not worth the extra $700. So this is what we're gonna put right here. We're gonna be putting this bad boy. So this is a Chiggy AIO-5 Play for BMW. So that unit, okay, that unit is actually, I didn't get the BMW one. That unit is actually going to go right here. It mounts directly in here. You pop this cover off, you mount it in there, and you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you have everything. I'll have my music, I'll have my GPS, navigation, I'll have everything on there, phone calls, whatever. So that's gonna be cool. I'll make that a separate video just so you guys could take a look at that and check that out. And I'll have links for that for you guys. But that's probably about it, and maybe some other little touches. But I mean, man, the bike is good to go. The bike is good to go. I don't know if they have any maybe smaller lights for here, but like I said, those little things I'm not too worried about. The biggest thing is the exhaust, and then we'll put on the BT Moto Stage 1 tune on here. So this way the thing running properly and it's humming, and we're gonna get that 200 horsepower to the rear wheel with the BT Moto Stage 1 tune. So I'm super excited, guys. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I just thought it was for me, the best option, you know, because I have several bikes. So it's like, you know how it is. If you have a garage full of bikes, you're not going to be able to ride every single one at once. You only ride one at a time. And it's like, you know, what's the purpose in keeping the S1K and getting it when I could have literally one bike that does it all? We're going to have another cool thing on the channel. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm super excited about it. You'll just have to wait and see. But that's probably going to be in about, I don't know, maybe another week, 2 or 3. I'll bring that bike to the channel. I'm sure you guys are going to love it as well. So let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment down below. And if anybody has an XR, let me know what you guys think. First one, I believe, in the United States. And I'll tell you guys, I'll be putting next week, it's going to be in the 60s. We're going to be doing several ride videos, putting that 600 miles down so I could get rid of that dreaded ECU block. And then I'll tell you guys, I'll give you guys an update and reviews on it and let you guys know what I think. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.